Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Today I'm a little bit under the weather, so I wanted to do a video but didn't feel like dressing up and stuff, so you're just going to be looking at the Instapot. Today we're making a chicken curry that we're doing in the Instapot. You can see here that what I did here is I have turned the sauté on, so it's nice. Instapot, I have about 1/3 cup oil, a little bit less than 1/3 cup. To that I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of my ginger and garlic, which is fresh, and it's perfect because you can hear that sizzle sound. So I want to cook this ginger and garlic just a little bit. To this we're also going to add the cinnamon stick in there, and then I'm adding 2 dried red chili peppers in there. Right, we're just going to cook this just a little bit. Next, what we're going to do is we're using my curry starter kit, and if you haven't watched that video, I'll put the link above so you can go ahead and watch that video, because this is a lifesaver for times when I'm not well or really want to just get my cooking done very quickly. So and you know that we don't need this to cook a lot because the curry starter kit is already cooked. So now what I'm going to do is, at this point it's still on saute mode, so that's great. Now I'm going to go ahead and add all my seasonings in there and also my tomato paste. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste that we're going to put in here. Now this, I want it to cook for a little bit, because if you've seen my other videos, I always tell you that the tomato paste, when it's cooked, it just tastes so good, and when you have the raw tomato paste in there, it doesn't taste so good. So this you want to cook for about a minute or 2, and then it's still gonna cook more when we put the chicken and stuff in there. All right, so we just got that going. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add all my seasonings. So in my seasonings here, I have 2 tablespoons of paprika, and then you could also do 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri chili powder if you like. A teaspoon of cumin powder, a teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and a teaspoon of black pepper. That's all gonna go in here. Go ahead and add my salt to taste. So we'll start off with adding 1 teaspoon of my Himalayan pink salt. You can use any salt you like. See how the color just turned really nice and darker? So that's perfect. Now I have here 2 chickens that are whole chickens that I have already cut and cleaned, and what we're gonna curry. And so I'm just gonna take that and add it. Now you can do it with 1 chicken, but I always have extra just so that I don't have to cook the next day. All right, so all of this is gonna go in. We're also going to be putting potatoes in here, but that I'm gonna wait until our chicken is cooked completely, then we'll do the potatoes in there, because potatoes won't take very long to cook. Add the water in here, and then we're gonna cover it up and let this cook. I'm also going to go ahead and peel my potatoes and get that ready for the curry. So now what I'm going to do is add water in here. I gave it 2 minutes. I'm gonna put enough water to just kind of cover my chicken. Now this water that I added in there, it was my boiling water from my kettle, so this will come to pressure really quickly. Just want to give it a really good stir here so everything is nicely combined, and I think that this is enough gravy. So at this time, let's go ahead now and switch our Instapot timings here. So see how we had it at saute? We're gonna cancel that. I'm gonna go ahead and also cover the Instapot at this point. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go on manual mode, and I'm gonna put it in for, I said that correctly, so it's at the sealing position, and now I'm just waiting for it to come to this. You see here that our red button is down. That means that now we can go ahead and open it. it smells amazing in here. And I can tell from this chicken here that our chicken is completely cooked. So at this point, I am going to add a little bit of water in here to increase the gravy just a little bit. And I'm going to go throw in my potatoes in here. I'm going to turn this one on to saute mode. And then what I'll do is I'll cover it up with the top and just let it kind of cook inside and have the potatoes fork tender. I am worried though that I think we put it in for a little bit too long because my chicken looks like it's a little bit too cooked. So I'm just crossing my fingers at this point that we're not gonna have a chicken mash in here. But so next time what I will do is in the description box I will put down that we need to bring the cooking down and also the slow release down to it so it doesn't get overcooked. So once this is done, we'll come back and I'll show you what we're having for dinner today. So our chicken curry is done. I will have to adjust the temperature because I would like my chicken not to be done all that much. So for my family today, this is how and what I'm going to be serving. I have rice here for them, whole wheat parathas here. Now I have layered parathas on YouTube. What I will do is I will post a link above. I just used whole wheat flour instead of white flour for this one. And then I have some veggies here. I always keep some veggies out because when they come from work or school, they kind of want to nibble on something. So that's what they nibble on. So I'm sorry that today I won't be doing the taste test, but thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.